Hello, everyone. Welcome to Therapeutic Yoga class today. We are going to do a class that's really kind of focusing on everything above our shoulders as far as inflammation and pain is concerned. So our focus is to see if we can increase flexibility of the muscles of the upper half of our body so that we can diminish inflammation. A lot of times when our muscles get tight and tense, it allows the joints to move less. And as the joints in our neck move less, that's where inflammation gets driven. And there you have it, neck pain and or headaches. So we're not going to be tackling specifically one cause of neck pain or one cause of headaches. We're just going to be sprinkling a little bit to all the different potential causes that I can think up of in a single hour yoga class. So we're going to do a couple exercises for our eyes, for those of you that get orbital or eye related headaches. We're going to do a couple things for our temporomandibular joints, for those that tension and stress in those joints cause headaches. We're going to do a whole bunch of things, several things for the upper neck area, for those that have posture related headaches. And then we're also going to tackle the muscles that connect the neck to the shoulder for those that have the ram's horn type of headaches that are driven from those shoulder girdle muscles. And then last but not least, we're going to be tackling our upper back area, since it tends to be the area that gets the stiffest and drives the tension that may cause neck pain and headache. So we're not tackling one thing today. We're just going to go for it and see how many causes of headaches and neck pain we can accomplish. So for your class, what you're going to need is your yoga mat and a bolster to sit on. Now we're going to be sitting for a fair amount at the beginning of class. If for whatever reason you're not comfortable sitting on a bolster and or don't have one, then a chair is perfectly fine for the beginning of class, but you will need something bolster-like to lay on once we lay down on our back to work posture. So even if you have a foam roller at home, if it's long enough, meaning it's about 36 inches or 3 feet long, you could use it instead of a bolster and a yoga block. We're also going to be using a towel today to create some space and mobility through our upper back. So what I'd like to do is show you what you need to do with your hand towel so it's all ready to go once we lay down on our bolster. So take your hand towel and fold it half lengthwise, then fold it again half lengthwise. And then once you have it folded half and half, roll it up nice and tight. So you want it so that you've got a nice big tight, somewhere around 2-3 inches, because you're going to be laying your spine on that today. So then once you have that, just gently kind of place it beside you so that it doesn't unroll, and then we'll be using it in a little bit. And then finally, you're going to need your yoga strap or something similar to a yoga strap to be doing some mobilizations of your neck while we're in sitting. Now, I've said all that. Let's get ourselves in a nice, good aligned seated posture. We're going to begin with our eyes today. So take a moment to just gently roll your pelvis backward and forward. Start to wake up that spine right from the root, right from the very base of support of your pelvis. So as you're rolling forward and backward, give yourself the opportunity to feel where's the end of the end of the motion in each, and then find that happy place in between. Once you feel like you're there, lengthen your spine, get yourself nice and tall. And then from the hips, hinge yourself slightly forward so that you feel weight into your legs. Now that you have that, take your arms, hold your arms out like you're holding a beautiful tray of delicious, nutritious food. And then what I want you to do, one arm at a time, let your shoulder just gently shrug up. Rotate your arm outward to the end of your shoulder rotation, and then take that elbow and shoulder blade and pull it back and down. Feel that shoulder blade kind of settle back and down onto that rib cage. Hold that there for me. Let's get a bit of rotator cuff opening while we're strengthening while we're at it. And let's do the same on the left. So gently shrug that shoulder up, rotate that arm out as far as you can. Elbow and shoulder blade, pull it back and down. Now that you got those two shoulder blades squeezing nice and tightly back and down, just unrotate only the arms and then gently take the palms, place them down, and drop them down onto your thighs, wherever they may land. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Let's get a nice, good posture. As you lengthened your neck and settled your chin, if you felt the weight come out of your feet, hinge again from your hips. Okay, we have a nice, good alignment. Now, here's what we're going to do for our eyes. So we have a lot of eye muscles that when we're straining our eyes, either because we can't see close, we can't see far, oftentimes what happens is we can overuse those muscles. And by overusing those muscles, we can create little tiny orbital headaches in the front of our head, which very much feel like a sinus headache, but it really is 100% coming from your vision. So let's begin with doing some nice, easy eye exercises to relax our nervous system and relax our eye muscles. So now that you've got your good posture, what I want you to do is comfortably close your eyelids. So let the veils of your eyes close so that you can still see whatever gentle lightness there is out there, but you're not looking at anything in particular. And now that you have yourself in this position, start to kind of soften through your nose, soften through your mouth, soften through your forehead. And picture, if you can, right between those eyebrows, there's a muscle called your corrugator muscle. Take a second to kind of let that muscle relax. So that might mean you might need to kind of like scrunch your eyebrows and then relax them completely to feel that that muscle's relaxed. Now, with your eyes closed today, what I want you to do is just gently take your eyes and move your eyes as far as you can to the right. As you do that, make sure you don't feel your head moving to the right. Once you have your eyes to your right, check back in that you soften all of those face muscles. Keep those eyes to the right with your eyes closed. And then take a nice, slow, deep inhale into your nose. Let your belly expand outward. And then very slowly exhale. And as you exhale, just let the eyes fall straight back and find that midpoint in the center, kind of like you're gazing through your nose. But again, your eyelids are closed. Let's do to the left here. So allow yourself to gently let your eyes look to the left. And as you're doing that with the eyelids closed, take a moment to take a nice deep inhale into the nose, down into the belly. And as you exhale, you just very gently let those eyes come back to the center. Now, these ones are a little bit harder. We're going to be looking up and down. You want to keep your neck still. So lengthen the neck, settle the chin, let just the eyes move, and make sure you keep that face nice and soft. So very gently, try to look up with your eyes. It's a lot harder than it looks because all of us are so deeply connected with moving our eyes up and also moving our upper neck up. But keep that chin gently settled as you look up with your eyes. Eyes are closed. Take a deep inhale into the nose. Let your belly expand. And then as you exhale, slowly bring those eyes back to the center. Now, if you feel that your eyes are beginning to water, that's a good sign, guys. That just means that as you're doing these exercises, you're releasing some tension and those tear ducts are saying, oh, thank you for letting go of tension. All right, now keeping your head nice and still, your face nice and soft. Gently take your eyes and start to look downward, but don't let that neck move. Now in that position, take a slow, deep inhale into your belly. And then exhaling out. All right, let's complicate things. So we're going to take our eyes and imagine or feel that you're moving your eyes up and to the right. Again, don't let your chin lift up and to the right. Don't let your neck move. Just let the eye muscles feel that motion. As you get into that position, soften your face. Take a deep inhale into your belly. Slowly exhaling out and gently bringing those eyes back to midpoint. All right, now we're going down and to the left. So keeping your neck nice and still, chin gently tucked in, face nice and relaxed. Gently bring those eyes down and to the left. Nice, slow, deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Bring the eyes back to the center. All right, I think you get the pattern of where we're going now, right? So up and to the left. As you do that, don't let that chin jet up and to the left. Try to dissociate that upper neck from your eye muscles. There's a strong connection between those as far as nervous system is concerned. So look up and to the left, but don't let your face scrunch anywhere. Don't let your head and neck move. Take a deep inhale into your belly. And then slowly exhale, bring the eyes back to the center. Final movement, take your eyes and look down and to the right, but don't let your head and chin move. Don't let your face tighten. Just gently move those eyes. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly relax the eyes back to the center. All right, now very gently open your eyes. You got it. And just kind of blink your eyes a few times. And then we're going to move on with the next thing. So what I want you to do is grab your yoga strap. We're going to tackle doing some muscle relaxation, but we're also going to tackle actually mobilizing a rib. So your very upper rib kind of sits like my arms are sitting right now. But it's an unusual rib because it actually only connects to a single segment of your spine. In fact, it's the only rib that doesn't have connection to two different segments of your spine. So because of that, it tends to be one of the ribs of your body. You've got 12 on each side. That is a lot more dysfunctional when you've got muscle tension and tightness or any sort of bony changes in your neck. And so what tends to happen with these ribs is as the muscles of the side of your neck get tight or you lose motion of the side of your neck, the ribs kind of tend to make their way upward. That's one of the major problems that happens to them. Another problem that happens to them because of forward shoulder position is they kind of make their way forward. So what we're going to try to really attempt on doing today is loosening the muscles at the side of our neck and then working on bringing that rib backward so it lines up with the body and then bringing it down. So we got 3 steps to really do with these straps today, and I hope I can teach you how to do those pretty well. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take your yoga strap and place it on skin right next to your neck, but not so that the yoga strap is kind of upright on your neck. So we don't want to be up there where you've got arteries and veins and all that. We want to be down where actually the muscles attach that are tight. And then once you have yourself in that position, the front of the strap that's laying over the front of your right chest, take it and kind of wrap it around your right hand so that your hand looks like it's, your arm's in like a sling position. And then the back one, take it and wrap it around your left hand. Now, I would wrap it around your hand today because we're going to be doing a little bit of tugging with this strap to see if we can get these ribs in a happier place. But we're going to start with a gentle muscle opening first. So now that you've got your strap wrapped around the left hand and strap wrapped around the right hand, just gently allow yourself to side bend your ear over your right shoulder. Now, as you side bend your ear over your right shoulder, you shorten a lot of the tissues in the right side of your neck. So with this position, hold the right hand and the strap in the front where it is. Just take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale with the back of the strap, start to pull the strap back until you begin to feel kind of like that burning sensation or that pulling of the skin backward. That's the goal of what you want to feel right now. And then just hold that position and then take a nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, start to lift your head up and then slowly start to tilt your head away just until you feel a little bit of tension, not so much a rigorous stretch, just a little bit of tension underneath that strap. And once you have that, take one more nice deep inhale. And as you exhale, rotate your head to the left and let your chin gently go towards that left armpit. Now it's a little bit more tension, hopefully. And then allow yourself to hold that position. Both straps are just kind of gently pulling in a downward position here. Take a nice slow deep inhale into your belly. And then exhaling out. Let's do that again. Nice deep inhale into the belly. and then exhaling out. And then take an inhale, unrotate the head first, but keep the side bend. And then on the exhale, slowly bring the head back to the neutral position. Okay, so we've done some nice good opening of the muscles. Now let's see if we can tackle that rib. So what I want you to do, both hands are going to be doing the movement now, okay? So allow yourself to side bend your head again to that right side so the ear's going towards the shoulder. Take that nice deep inhale. And then on the exhale, with the left hand, pull the strap back. Keep the head still side bent. Now with both hands, take a nice deep inhale. And then on the exhale, just gently start to kind of tug downward with both hands. You've got it. Now, slowly inhale your head up to the upright position. And then as you exhale, rotate your head as far as you can to the left. You should feel that stretch differently than when we kind of let our chin go through our armpit. Now, holding that position, take a nice deep inhale. Then as you exhale, give a little bit of a pull downward with both arms into that strap. You've got it. Let's do it one more time. Deep inhale in. And then as you exhale, pull it down. Good. Now, inhaling, bringing the head back to the center. Exhaling, relaxing the strap. All right, third step of all of this. So again, gently side bend your head to the right. Let your head rest there. Right hand doesn't move first. Take a nice deep inhale. Then on the exhale, pull back with the strap. Everything should already start to feel a lot looser because this is round 3, right? Now, with that strap pulled backward with the left hand, now you need to use 2 hands and pull straight down on that rib. So take a deep inhale in. Rib starts to lift up on the inhale, by the way. On the exhale, as that rib goes down, take both of those hands and pull down nice and hard. You got it. Now, slowly inhale, lift your head up. Now, inhale, let your head tilt to the opposite side. Now I'm going to let you play, with whatever rotation feels the stiffest to that rib. So for some of you, you're going to feel if you let your chin come up towards the ceiling, that feels a little stiffer. If you let your chin go down towards the chin, the armpit, that feels a little bit stiffer. So keep the head side bent, keep pushing down on that strap, and then just feel which way, up or down, feels stiffer. For me, it's totally down. Find your position. Let's do 2 breaths there. Nice, deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. One more time here. Nice deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Beautiful. Unrotate the head. Take an inhale, lift the head back up to neutral. And then as you exhale, relax that strap. All right. Let the strap go. Let's do a little bit of movements of our hands because that's a lot of gripping. That's a lot of pulling that we're doing with our arms. So interlace your fingers and then take your arms and pull them and stretch them out right there. Oh boy, that feels good from all that gripping. Hold yourself in this position. Take a nice deep inhale, squeeze between your shoulder blades. And then as you exhale, stretch and pull your hands forward. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, squeeze between your shoulder blades. Exhale, pulling all the way forward. You've got it. Release your hands. Do a couple of circles with them. Let's do it all the way over on the left side. So switch the strap so that now the strap is on skin next to the left side of the neck. Your shirt is out of the way. The reason I like to do that is if you've got like a sports performance type of shirt on, like those dry wicking type of shirts, you're not going to get any traction with your strap. Most yoga straps are cotton. That's going to give you some traction on your skin, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So if you've got a cotton shirt on, not so big of a deal, but if there's any sort of other blend in there, it's going to make it slippy. I don't know if that's actually a word, but anyways. All right. Hold the strap in the front, wrap it around your left hand, hold it in that like kind of sling position, then go to the back, wrap it around again. So it's really, really important to get that bind with both of the hands today because we're going to be holding it and pulling down for 3 times. So your hands will get very, very tired if you don't do that. All right, make sure you're in a nice, good posture, lengthen the neck, settle that chin. Now, gently allow the left ear to go down towards the left shoulder. So shortening all of those muscles on the left side of your neck. Moving just the right hand first. So this left front hand stays still. Take a nice deep inhale, and as you exhale, pull back with that strap. You got it. Now that you've pulled back with that strap, allow yourself to take a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly bring your head upright, slowly side bend your head over to that right side. Feel where that stretches on the left side of your neck. And then let's do one more movement. Take a deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, kind of rotate right, bringing that nose and chin into that armpit, and feel how that stretch goes all the way to that left back of the neck. Holding here, take a nice deep inhale in and exhaling out. And one more breath for me. Nice deep inhale in and exhaling out. Inhale, unrotate the head first. And then as you exhale, bring the head back up and then relax the strap. Okay, so that gave us some relaxation of the muscle tension. Now let's tackle that rib. So begin with holding the strap in both hands, taking the left ear, bringing it towards the left shoulder. So right hand, this one's the only one moving first. So take a nice deep inhale, and then as you exhale, pull that strap back and down. Feel that tension on the muscles and the tissues of that left side of your neck. Now, both hands together. Take a deep inhale, and as you exhale, pull them downward towards your yoga mat. You've got it. Then allow your head to inhale, lift upward to a vertical position. Then as you exhale, rotate your head, just straight rotation to that right side. All right, 2 breaths here. Give me a nice deep inhale in. Keep pulling down with that strap and exhaling out. One more time. Nice deep inhale in and exhale out. Beautiful. Inhale, unrotate your head to the center. Exhale, relax the strap for a second. Give your hands a break. All right, 3rd step, final step, the real big one for this rib. So allow yourself to make sure that you're going to be able to pull with both hands and you got lots of room. We're ready to do this. So get your spine nice and long, lengthen the neck, settle the chin, and then side bend that left ear towards the shoulder. Start with moving just the right hand first. Take a nice deep inhale. Then as you exhale, pull the strap back. Wow, you should just feel so much more movement and less tension than you did that first time. Now, in this position, both hands, you're going to pull them straight downward. So take a deep inhale. And then as you exhale, pull both of those arms down. Feel that tension right on that rib. You got it. Okay, now let's move that head. Nice deep inhale, lift the head up, and then as you exhale, side bend the head to the right. Now you're getting those scalene muscles, those muscles that actually attach to that rib. 2 of them actually. Okay, now give yourself a try here. Is there more tension if you look up, or is there more tension if you rotate down? Pick up, pick down, up to you at home. Let's do those 2 breaths. So deep inhale into the belly, exhaling out. One more time, deep inhaling in, push that strap down. I know those hands are getting tired. And then exhaling out. Beautiful. Unrotate the head, inhale the head up. Relax the hands, relax the hands, relax the hands. Okay, so take your strap. Allow yourself to put your strap next to your yoga mat. We're going to be using it once we get down onto our yoga bolster. Once you have yourself there, we're going to do one last thing in sitting before we begin to make our way down to that yoga bolster. But you know what? Before we do that, let's do a little modification of some cat-cows here in the seated position. So place your hands to the front of your knees. Let's take a nice deep inhale. Let's move our spine a little bit. Roll the pelvis forward. Lift the arch, the back. Lift the neck and chin. Gaze up. And then as you exhale, curl the tailbone under, tuck the belly in, really curl that rib cage down, bring that chin to the chest, gaze all the way down into that belly button. All right, deep inhale in, roll that pelvis forward, lift that chest, let that belly go forward, shoulder blades go back and down, lengthen the neck and look up. And then finally, let's exhale into that cat pose one more time. So roll that pelvis backward, allow that belly to go in, curl that rib cage down, chin to chest, look into that belly button. Really nice. Now slowly roll yourself back up into the seated position. Final thing we're going to be doing in sitting here, I want you to imagine a really big wet sponge, and we're going to twist that sponge from here up and get some really good, beautiful rotation through our neck. So this is a great activity to do, especially if you've got neck pain before you drive, because when we drive, we need a lot of rotation. So this is a nice exercise to do in your car before you drive, but let's give it a try. So in your sitting position, what I want you to do is make sure that you've got some weight through your feet. So hip hinge to make sure there's some weight through that base of support. Get your spine nice and long, lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Okay, now allow yourself to gently, without side bending your head, rotate and turn your head to the right. Once you have it there, look behind you, see what you see as far back as you can and gaze at it. Don't let your chin lift. Keep your chin in that nice long position so that it feels like it's going a little bit towards the shoulder. It's certainly not going upwards towards the ceiling. Now take your right hand and reach as you rotate your trunk a little bit, reach and rotate towards your left knee. Once you have your left knee, keep looking backwards towards that right side of you. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, just let your spine gently twist a little bit towards the left as you pull with that right hand. Now keep that gaze back behind you. Hold here. Give me one nice deep inhale in. And then exhaling out. Beautiful. Now slowly unrotate just the rib cage. Bring the right hand back to the right leg. And then slowly bring your head back to the center. All right, you did it. Now, rotate back to the right and see how much further you can see behind you. It's amazing how much you can wring out and get that movement through those spinal muscles of the upper area of the neck and the upper top part of your back simply by doing this. All right, so let's give it a try on the opposite side. So allow yourself to make sure you've got weight in your base of support. Spine is nice and long, neck is long, chin is gently tucked inward. Let's rotate that head to the left. And when you rotate, make sure your chin doesn't go up. So don't play into your neck tensions. Keep that chin nice and down, like you're bringing it a little bit towards that left shoulder. All right, now keeping it right there. Let's allow ourselves to find something back there to gaze at. It's called your dristi. Holding back there, looking at that thing, whatever it might be. Take your left hand now and reach towards your right knee. Once you get towards your right knee, keep gazing at that object. All right, here we go. Take a deep inhale in. And then as you exhale, use that left hand and let yourself twist your body a little bit towards the left, just a little bit. Keep gazing back towards your left. Nice deep inhale into the belly here. And exhaling out. Beautiful. Now keep gazing back, but slowly bring the left hand back to the left thigh as you unrotate your trunk, and then slowly unrotate the head back to the center. All right, check in with how you did. See how much rotation you gained. Slowly rotate your head back to the left, and oh my goodness, I almost feel like I'm an owl right now and I can see 180. All right, so there we have it. We've done stuff for our eyes. We've already done so much for our neck, and we've done a little bit to kind of open up into rotation. So what I want to do now is let's just kind of gently let your legs go to the left or right side, depending on wherever you have your yoga block. So if your yoga block is to the left of you, sweep your feet to the right. If your yoga block is to the right of you, sweep your feet to the left, and then gently allow yourself to come up into hands and knees. Now, once you come up into hands and knees, take your yoga bolster and kind of line it up with your yoga block. Bring your knees to the bottom of the yoga bolster and then line them up so that they're about hip distance. That's 2 fists between. your knees. And then gently allow your hands to straddle your yoga bolster. So we're just going to go through some cat cows here before we do a nice good stretch. And then we're making our way down to our bolster. So can you check in that your index fingers are forward? Tuck those thumbs underneath your bolster and then spread out those outer three fingers. Once you have yourself in that position, check in that you feel like your hips are directly stacked underneath your knees. All right, let's go through these cat cows here and open up all of the spine. So allow yourself to take an inhale and lift the tailbone up, roll those shoulder blades back, let that belly sink, lengthen through the front of that neck and gaze upward. And then as you exhale, push into the hands, curl the tailbone under, really pull that abdomen in, curl that rib cage under. Can you bring your chin to your chest and gaze into your belly button? Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling, sink everything down through the rib cage. Really let it sink today, but lengthen through the front of the neck and gaze up. And then as you exhale, really curl that rib cage up, push into those hands, really try to get that chin to your chest and gaze into your belly button. And 1 more time, inhaling, sinking that rib cage, sinking that belly, butt, lengthening through that neck and letting that chin go up. And then as you exhale, curling and curling and curling and curling, chin to chest, gaze into your belly button. Now stay with that chin to the chest. Can you walk your hands up onto your bolster? Can you keep your chin to your chest and slowly, slowly sit your heels back or your hips back onto your heels? Can you now keep that chin to your chest and slowly bring the crown of your head down onto the bolster, dropping your hands down onto the floor, letting yourself stay in this supported child's pose. Gaze straight back between your knees. Take a nice deep inhale into your belly here. And exhaling out. Let's do that 1 more time. Nice deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Beautiful. Now gently bring yourself up. Keep your bolster where it is, but now take your knees the width of your yoga mat. Don't allow your feet to fall inward. So still have it so that your heels are sitting directly underneath your sit bones, but gently allow yourself to sit down onto your heels. Once you have yourself there, take that belly and focus on trying to get that belly and that space between where the bolster and the yoga mat are. Rest your chest down onto your bolster. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Rest your hands and your elbows down onto the floor. So now where your chest is hitting your bolster, really, really let yourself relax your chest down. Okay, we're going to do this one hand at a time. We're going to self-massage our upper neck area. So your head is supported, your neck is nice and long, your chin is tucked inward. Take your right fingers, your index finger and your thumb, and find that point where your skull meets your neck and dig your fingers in and kind of rub them back and forth. You might feel some strings if you're really tight, but you're just doing what we call strumming in the physical therapy world, but you're just kind of, think about if you go and get your hair cut and you're there doing a really heavy head massage. I want you to really heavy massage that area of your upper neck. As you're moving it back and forth, you're increasing the blood flow to that area, which will allow those muscles to finally relax. Keep doing a little bit of strumming there. And then slowly relax the right side. Drop the right hand and elbow down. Keep your head in that nice long position. Keep your chest relaxed onto the bolster. Take the index finger and middle finger on the left hand. Find that skull, come just down from it. Feel that nice big rope if you've got lots of tension in your upper neck, and start to go back and forth like you're giving yourself a nice good head massage. But strum it nice and deep. As you strum it nice and deep, you're really successfully increasing the blood flow,
As you increase blood flow, you're bringing nutrition into those tight muscles, and you're getting all of the waste products out as they've been too tense for too long. Keep strumming a little bit more. And then slowly relax the left hand. Let yourself rest here. Crown of the head touching the yoga mat, nose, chest. Relax through your shoulder blades. Now take a deep inhale into your belly. And then as you exhale, just see if you can lengthen the back of your neck a little bit more. Man, does that feel good. One more time, deep inhaling in. And exhaling, lengthening the back of that neck. Beautiful. Slowly pushing yourself up, and we are ready to get on this yoga bolster. Now, here's the thing. I want you to grab that rolled up towel that we did at the very beginning of class. What I want you to do with that rolled up towel is I want you to place it in the upper half of your bolster. Now, if you've not gotten to the point that you lay on your bolster a lot, or that you attend many of these classes, it may be, effort just to get on the bolster to begin with. But the idea is that this towel that you're resting on, this upper part of this bolster, will be hitting perfectly where all of us are the stiffest, in that upper part of your back. So if you don't think you can put it there and successfully lay down on your bolster and it stay there, then just move it over to the side, get on the bolster, make sure you can do that first, and then put the towel there afterwards. But give it a try, see how you do. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to bring yourself to the front half of the bolster. You're going to take your bottom hip and put your hip just on the very edge of that bolster. Once you have your hip on the very edge of that bolster, you're going to drop that downward shoulder close to the bolster, but not on it. Then you're just going to roll yourself over. And if you did it successfully and you had everything lined up, you should have yourself so that that towel is sitting right at that place between your shoulder blades. That's the goal. So that if you were to right now squeeze those shoulder blades, you can feel that towel against that bolster. That's where I want you to have it today. And then your yoga block is gently resting your head in whatever position feels comfortable for you. All right, so this is where we're going to be staying for a little bit. As you get yourself in this position, make sure that you have your yoga strap in arm's reach. You can even kind of lay it on your body if you want to. Let your arms gently rest out to the side. We're going to do some belly breaths here. So just let your arms rest out to the side, lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Check in that your feet feel about hip distance so you don't have them too wide off of your yoga mat. All right, so we're just passively beginning to open up through our chest, open up through our upper thoracic or our upper back area. Wonderful for individuals that have neck pain. So just close your eyes, lengthen your neck, settle your chin, take that tongue and rest the tongue on the roof of your mouth. And then very slowly take a nice deep inhale into your belly. And then gently exhale out. Deep, slow inhale into the belly. And then exhaling out. Beautiful. So just rest your arms wherever they are. Now, if you've got any sort of shoulder issues that you feel tension in your shoulders as we're in this position, because we're going to be here for a little bit, then by all means, just take your hands and interlace your hands and rest your hands just across your belly so that your arms run horizontal to your body. That takes all of the tension away from the shoulders. But if you don't have any shoulder issues that bother you, just let your arms just gently lay out to the side so that you can get that beautiful opening through the front of your chest and your pectoralis muscles. Okay, so all we're going to begin with here is a squeeze through those shoulder blades right to that towel.
So allow yourself to lengthen your neck, settle your chin, take a nice deep inhale. And as you inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades into the towel, lift the chest. And then as you exhale, just let that go. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest. And then exhale, let it go. 1 more time here. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift that chest, and then exhale and let it go. Beautiful job. All right, relax the arms. We are going to do a beautiful exercise for our temporal mandibular joint. So for those of you that have got any sort of anterior disc displacement or any sort of arthritis or something like that in your temporal mandibular joints, in this nice, good elongated position, we're going to do a nice, good training of our jaw muscles here. So just allow your neck to be long, just settle your chin into your throat. Take your tongue and place your tongue on the roof of your mouth. Keep your tongue on the roof of your mouth and very slowly open your mandibles. So slowly let your jaw open. And then slowly let your jaw close. No magic bullet here. We're just doing gentle movements to balance our jaw muscles. So very slowly opening the jaw, but that tongue stays on the roof of the mouth. And then very slowly closing that jaw. Opening. Closing. Make sure your head and your neck don't change their position. 2 more times for me. Nice deep inhale. Tongue to the roof. Open. Close. See if you can now exhale. Last one. Let's do the breath and movement. Nice deep inhale into the nose. Tongue to the roof. Open. Close. And exhale. Beautiful. You've got it. All right. So take that yoga strap, find one of the ends of the yoga strap and thread it underneath your neck. Aha. So now what we've done is we've given ourselves something to resist our neck into. So now that you have that yoga strap against your neck, allow yourself to lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Arms are the strap is perpendicular to the floor. So the arms are up into the air. You can have your eyes opened, your eyes closed, whatever you like. Take that tongue, place it to the roof of your mouth. Now, very, very slowly pick up the tension into the strap until you feel like there's a little bit of tension of that strap against the back of your neck. Now, gently push the neck down into the strap. Tuck the chin down into the throat. And then holding that position, try to pull a little bit with the strap, but don't let your neck move. Good strengthening of the core of your neck here. Can you maintain that contraction and take a nice deep inhale into your belly? And then exhaling out. Keep the contraction. Chin is tucked, pushing down with the neck, lifting up with the strap. Nice deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Oh, let's do one more time. Chin towards the throat, pushing down into the strap, pulling the strap up, deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Beautiful. Releasing the strap, taking the strap away from you. We are done with that strap. So just gently place it over to the side. You don't need it any longer. And we're now going to do a beautiful exercise to open up through the front of our chest, which is often problematic when we have neck pain related to posture. So keep that towel roll where it is. It is doing some magical work for your upper neck as you're resting here. Make sure your neck is nice and long on that yoga block. Your chin is gently settled into your throat. Now take your arms and bring your hands so that your fingertips are facing up towards the ceiling. Slowly bend your elbows so that your thumbs begin to point down towards that yoga block. See if you can get your elbows to the point that they're at about 90 degrees. Then
Turn the palms outwards. So the pinkies start to point downward towards the floor. The thumbs start to point upwards towards the ceiling. Take a nice deep inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly and gently open your hands. You're focusing on the pinkies starting to make their way down to the floor. How far can you get your pinkies towards the floor? Don't let your elbows drop. Just the pinkies towards the floor. I want you to feel that beautiful, gentle stretch through the front of your chest. Keep your elbows bent at 90 degrees. Just get those pinkies to touch the floors. Elbows are up so that your forearms are running parallel to the floor. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, tongue to the roof of that mouth. Now, can we do some beautiful breaths into those pectoralis muscles? So take a nice deep inhale into your belly here. And then exhaling out. Wow, that feels so good through the chest. Can we do 2 more breaths? Let's do it. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, tongue to the roof of the mouth. Deep inhale in. And exhaling out. One more time. Nice deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Wonderful. Now, very slowly begin to lift those arms upward until those elbows point upwards towards the ceiling. Very slowly straighten those arms so that the fingertips are back towards the ceiling. And then gently drop the arms back down onto the floor. You've got it. All right, one last round of breathing here as you're opening up through that upper part of your back. Lengthening that neck, settling that chin. Relax your rib cage down, just in case you feel like your rib cage is constantly lifting up towards the ceiling. Let that rib cage relax down towards that yoga bolster. All right, diaphragmatic breaths here. Relax through your glutes and your pelvic floor and everything if you're clenching down there. Take a deep, slow inhale into your belly. And then exhaling out. Let's do one more time. Nice deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Beautiful. All right. So now what we want to do is get ourselves off this bolster. So very easy to do. Just allow yourself to roll gently to the left or right, bottom elbow, top hand, pushes yourself up into a seated position, and you have successfully rolled off the bolster. All right, we're going to end continuing to use our bolster and our yoga block. So that towel, just gently move it out of the way. Take that yoga bolster now and just move it up a little bit so that the yoga bolster is actually sitting on top of the yoga block. Once you have yourself in that position, gently rotate yourself so that your pelvis, your sacrum, the very center of your pelvis feels like it is touching that yoga bolster. You can have your knees bent. I like to bring my hands up and around my shin bones so that I can use my arms to let my body lay down on this bolster. So maybe give that a try yourself. And then just very slowly straighten your arms as you gently let that entire spine now rest down onto the bolster. The crown of the head is to the top of the bolster unless you're crazy tall. And then you might just need to move your pelvis downwards a little tiny bit. All right, so in this position, just get comfortable. Make sure you feel that your pelvis is in a nice, comfortable position. Doesn't need any additional support. If your low back is very sensitive to extension, might be nice right here to put a pillow or a blanket or something underneath your gluteals, but do what feels comfortable for you. All right, now we're going to do a little tiny bit of rotation through our body here. So kind of like a modification of a spinal twist since we are in a reclined position. So what I want you to do is I want you to take your right foot and place your right foot out to the right side of your yoga mat. Then take your left leg and just gently cross it up and over that right knee. Take a nice deep inhale here. And then on the exhale, just gently let those knees fall to that left side. Find that nice, beautiful stretch through that right hip. Feel it through the pelvis, even feel it through the back, but it doesn't allow you to rotate so much that you feel like you're rotating off the bolster. Now, with that right elbow and that right hand, just gently rest it on the floor, lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and gently rotate your head to the right. Take a nice deep inhale here. And exhaling out. Let's do that nice deep breath again into the belly. And exhaling out. Slowly bring the head back to the center first. And then use all of those gorgeous spinal and abdominal muscles that you have to start at the rib cage. Bring the rib cage back to the bolster. Bring the low back and then pelvis. And then finally that knee comes back to that upright position. Now stay right here. Allow yourself to take your left hand, place it gently against that left knee, and give it a little bit of a push away. Lengthen the neck, settle the chin. Take a deep inhale, and then as you exhale, push that knee a little bit more away. Deep inhale into the belly. Exhaling out. One more breath. Nice deep inhale in. And exhaling out. And then gently release the tension out of the left leg. Uncross the left leg. And then take the left foot and walk it to the left edge of your mat. Once you have it there, right ankle, bring it up and over and cross it on top of that left knee. Now allow yourself to take a nice deep inhale. And then on the exhale, slowly let those knees fall to the right. So that creates a nice, good left spinal twist here. So as they're falling to the right, let the pelvis lift, let the low back lift, but you can see that you still have that balance of staying on that bolster. Gently relax the left arm out to the side, lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and then gently turn your gaze towards the left. All right, nice deep inhale into the belly here. And exhaling out. Slow, deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Gently bringing your head back to the center first. With your head back to the center, start at that left rib cage. Use those beautiful spinal muscles and abdominals to bring that rib cage down. Then that low back. Then that pelvis as those knees come all the way back up. Keep your legs where they are. Simply take the right hand and gently press it against the right knee. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin, and start to slowly push that right knee away. Feel that gentle opening in the right hip. Take a deep inhale into your belly here. And then exhaling out. And one more breath deep in. And exhaling out. Releasing the right hand from the knee, gently uncrossing the leg. If you need to, kind of letting yourself move gently back up again if you kind of slid down a little bit. And then when you finally find this position, keep your knees bent. We're going to do one last strengthening exercise through our neck. Here's what I want you to do. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Allow one hand to place behind the neck, just like that yoga strap did earlier. Slowly let your elbow kind of point towards the ceiling. Lengthen your neck, settle your chin. Feel that tension into the fingers of the right hand. And then take your left thumb and place your left thumb underneath your chin. Now in this position, try to lift your right elbow towards the ceiling. Feel that tension in the back of the neck. Push the neck into the fingers as the fingers push upward away from the bolster. Then with the left thumb, try to lift the chin, but don't let the chin lift. Beautiful strengthening through that neck. Tongue to the roof of the mouth here. Take a nice deep inhale into your belly.
Then exhaling out. And one more breath, deep inhaling in. And exhaling out. Slowly releasing the contraction of both hands. Gently allowing the arms to kind of rest down beside you, however feels comfortable for you. And then 3 different positions you can pick with your legs. Position number 1, keep your feet where they are right now and just gently let your knees fall into one another. Position number 2, walk your feet inward until they're touching one another and gently let your legs just fall outward into a wide-legged stretch. And finally, option number 3 for your legs is gently straighten both of your legs down to the corners of your mat. So you kind of pick which one feels comfortable for you. And then let yourself be nice and relaxed and still here. Make sure to check in that neck is nice and long and that chin is settled into the throat. And that the eyes are gently closed and the tongue is resting on the roof of the mouth. And as we lay here and rest in this reclined position, we're going to go back to the eyes one last time. So keeping your body nice and still, your neck is now supported, so you don't have to worry about the head moving as much. Relax through your lower body. Eyes are closed. Gently take your eyes to the right. Deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Bring the eyes back to the center. Take the eyes to the left. Don't let your head move. Soften through your face. Deep inhale into the belly. And then exhaling out. Eyes come back to the center. All right, here's the hard one. We're going to bring the eyes up. Make sure you lengthen through your neck, settle through your chin. Gently bring your eyes up. Deep inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Eyes back to the center. Now gently bring your eyes down. Keep your head still, soften through your face. Deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Eyes back to the center. Taking the eyes up and to the right. Head stays still, face stays soft. Take an inhale into the belly. And exhaling out. Eyes back to the center. Taking those eyes down and to the left. Head stays still, face stays soft. Deep inhale in. And exhaling out. Eyes back to the center. Take those eyes, bring them up and to the left. Don't let the head move. Don't let the chin move. Soften the face. Deep inhale in. And exhaling out. And finally, take those eyes down and to the right. Soften the face. Don't move the head. Deep inhale in. And exhale out. Eyes back to the center. Take slowly one more deep inhale in. And a very slow exhale out. And then begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And do circles with your wrists and your ankles. And then when you feel like you're ready, let one leg slide up, followed by the other leg. And then very gently and slowly roll yourself off of your reclined bolster. Push up with that bottom elbow and find yourself in a seated position. Hands are to our hearts. Smiles are on our faces. I hope your head and your neck feel delightfully happy, the remainder of the day. Nice deep inhale in and exhaling out. Namaste. The highest in me salutes the highest in you. And thank you for joining me for today.